You're listening to AI Fueled Growth, where smart entrepreneurs learn to grow faster with AI. Hosted by Ryan and Zach, this show discusses AI and how to build your brand and business. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to another episode of AI Fueled Growth. How are you feeling today, Zach?
I'm feeling great. Feeling so good.
Love it.
Yeah.
Are you excited to learn?
I'm excited to learn. There's so much I don't know. Especially about running a business. So.
And that's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
Is to hopefully use AI to learn to run your business better. Mm-hmm. Teach me something about email.
Email?
Yeah, what do you know about email?
I know that it's still the most effective, what's the wording? The most effective marketing tool still after however long we've had email. It's still very effective.
Yeah, I mean, since the 90s.
Yeah.
The 1900s. As my kids remind me, the late 1900s.
Yeah. Makes it feel really long.
Exactly. You graduated from high school in the late 1900s? Why, yes, I did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and I did not have a computer when I graduated from high school.
Yeah, it was wild.
But yes, email is still one of the most, if not the most effective marketing tool, at least in a direct sale standpoint. So it's amazing to me how many businesses don't collect email.
Yeah.
If you have customers, collect their email.
Yeah.
If they like you, they're willing to share it.
Yeah.
If you want to do a focus group, it'd be great to have an email list of people who have purchased your product.
Yeah.
If you want to make more sales, it'd be great to remind those customers you exist.
That would be great, yeah.
Right?
I kind of need to know that.
You're running a special.
Yeah.
Who should most know about your special? People who've bought from you before.
Yeah.
Right? Which is what makes it one of the most effective marketing tools. Mm-hmm. Not only that, maybe it's people who haven't purchased from you that maybe kick tires. Can you capture their email to teach them more about what you do? Right?
Yeah.
And this is true of any business. Let's say you are a contractor or a home remodeler. Mm-hmm. Anytime you go out and give an estimate, you should collect that email.
Yeah.
Right? I'm thinking of our customers, a glass company. We're working on email campaigns for one of our customers now where it's split between a couple markets that they do, right? And the email is completely different on what we'll send out based on their services.
Yeah.
But we can segment that email list because we have captured every email.
Yeah.
Right? So that brings us to prompts. We want to use AI to help us write that email. So can we use AI to collect the emails? Maybe, but you got to collect the email. Get your email list. If you haven't started, start today. Find a way to capture it from every customer. Go through all your lists, whatever you have, get those emails. But a prompt that we can use is act like a local business owner who wants to stay in touch with customers and write a short weekly email with one update, one fun fact, and a reason to stop in. Okay. Right? We don't want to just send emails that are, here's the facts.
Yeah.
Right? Come buy from me. Mm-hmm. That is not going to be effective. We do want to use our email list. One, we don't want to overdo it. Mm-hmm. We don't want to email daily unless that's your thing. Sure. Right? Maybe your business is emailing tips daily. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of a business that would be good for. Could be coaching or something like that, where you're sending a tip daily, or marketing. Mm-hmm. AI. No. Maybe we should be daily. How to use AI? Daily update. Yeah. So that's going to vary based on who you are and what you're trying to communicate. But we want to, there's a perfect example, right? Is that we want to provide value. So if you're a fitness coach, it maybe is a daily update.
Yeah.
Like, here's what you should do, or a reminder to eat clean, or a reminder of what your workout is for the day. Like, that might be a daily, but that's providing value to your customers.
Yeah.
Right? If you're a paint shop, and you want to mention that you have a new line of paint, you probably don't want to send that every day.
Yeah.
Right. But that might be a monthly email of, hey, we're here. Here's a tip on how to effectively paint yourself. Maybe it's edging, maybe it's whatever it is. But that's providing value, and then a reminder that we're here and we exist and we can help with that.
Yeah.
How would it work for a contractor? I'm trying to think. Maybe it's all the bids that weren't accepted.
Yeah.
You have your list segmented that way, and you can say, maybe it's a slow time, and you're going to send this quarterly to the unaccepted bids and say, hey, a reminder, I have time in my schedule.
Yeah.
If you're interested, I would love to come out and re-quote your project you were looking at.
Yeah.
Please let me know if you accepted a bid from someone else and no longer need that. Some way to provide that value.
Yeah.
Questions, comments, thoughts on the email?
No, I mean, I think that all makes sense. You have to really tailor it to, I'm sure you have to really tailor it to, one, your business, and two, your clientele, what you are providing through that email. No one likes spam anything. Right. Nobody likes to be bombarded with stuff. And so making sure that you are providing value, but also teasing value. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason to read this email, and then there's an even bigger reason to stop in or to purchase more or to whatever it is that you're selling. So finding that balance of like, is this a useful, good email that updates people on the business and offers something? And also, is this leading them to purchasing more? Is this leading them to us being able to fill more gaps with stuff that they might need? So I think there's a balance there.
Yep. Yeah. And AI does a great job of helping you think through that. Don't just type this one prompt in and send whatever email it gives to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It takes being a human to edit.
Yeah. Right? That's a good tagline for it.
Excellent. So continuing on, we're going to do 3 prompts today. 3 prompts a business owner can use. So the second one that I was thinking about, as I was thinking, like, what's a downtown Main Street business? What would they need AI for? Or how could they save time with AI? The second one I came up with was inventory planning. I think whether you're a coffee shop or a boutique or, probably not us, a service business, like insurance doesn't have much for inventory.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Right?
Paper.
Yeah, paper. Yes, copy paper. Do we have enough?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, done.
Yeah.
But the inventory, as far as being a retail business or even a restaurant, like that makes or breaks your cash flow.
Yeah.
Hint, that's going to be our third topic is cash flow.
Nice.
Yeah, but from inventory, have you ever thought of using AI for inventory planning? You work at a coffee shop.
I do.
Do you track your inventory? Maybe
I don't
that's
track
your job.
it. I think it would definitely be a useful tool. I think that there's been times where, in the busyness and the craziness, in maybe it's not something that's been used all the time or every day, so you don't notice it's depleting. You notice, okay, we're out of this thing. It would be a great thing to be able to auto track that. to
automate the tracking. So it's not something that's going to happen right off the bat, right? That's going to take something that AI will take some time to build up to know what you use. But we want to start today.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
And it might not be something where we think of, we talked in the last episode, if you're truly going to use AI for inventory tracking, it might not be ChatGPT. You might need to find a specialty tool that out there for inventory tracking, or create your own app that can do that. And there's certainly, it's not that hard to do. It's maybe a more advanced topic, but to track that inventory. But here's a prompt for like a ChatGPT or Claude is act as a retail inventory planner. I'll share last month's sales and current inventory, suggest what to restock or skip, and create a basic open to buy plan. That's much more retail based. So open to buy, let's just dive in there. Probably most retailers don't think about open to buy. It's a specialty retail thing that has planned inventory, planned markdowns.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to sell all your retail inventory.
Yeah.
Right. You're always going to have the size small shirt left. Right. Or the size XL shirt, whatever it is. Those are going to be left. So you need to plan to sell that at a discount. But it's a great use of AI because trying to plan open to buy yourself is horrible. I used to run a golf shop for years. We used it. I did it manually.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Could have used ChatGPT.
I would have loved to have had ChatGPT. I maybe would have made money doing it. I might still be doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially the inventory management side of, and planning. Like, what did we sell through?
Yeah.
It's one thing to sit there with buyers and say, oh, I love this. Or I would love to carry this. But if it's not something that's going to sell through.
Yeah.
That's something that you could use ChatGPT to analyze. What are you selling through? So if you are a boutique or if you are now, a lot of people who run these boutiques do a great job, and it's because they have a great eye, right? Yeah. They do know what they want to buy, but having some help with that inventory, maybe it's making sure that your margins are where they're at.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not that prompt, but it'd be pretty easy to come up with a prompt to say, help me with my margins, or help me with my pricing and my margins are slipping. Why?
Yeah. How do we consolidate? How do we, what do we buy again? Yeah.
Absolutely. In your example, like in running out of stuff, it'd be interesting to see trends over time.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
What do we use in materials? And that could be not a retail shop.
Yeah.
Maybe it is, say a manufacturer in their inventory. What tends to run through and all of a sudden like 1 month you're running out of some part?
Yeah.
Why? What changed? That's something that you could totally analyze.
Yeah, because those are sometimes really hard to track, especially in the day-to-day of running a business like that with things that aren't maybe it's the things you're not immediately like handling every day or reaching for every day. But when those things run out, it's like, okay, we just sold 1 million of these this week. Why is that? Is there a trend? Because those are really hard to see in the day to day. Like what are the trends here? Absolutely.
And that's something to point out too, like in general, our overall topic of our podcast is often it's 1 or 2 people managing this stuff, right? For the whole business. So it's easy to get caught up in, especially for us, we're in Minnesota, summertime is busy.
Yep. Busy and fickle.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you have your most customers coming through. You are your most busy. You want time off. You want to go enjoy summer, but your customers are too. And so it's easy for these things to slip through the crack. And so how can we save time to make sure that they don't? Yeah. That's what we're hopefully here to provide.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's jump then to cash, because that would be my final topic for today. How do you feel about cash, Zach?
I like cash.
Do you?
I mean, I get
cash
tips.
Money.
Yeah, I get tips. I run my whole life is run on cash.
I love it. I love cash money too. What we do know is cash is king as far as operating a business, right? You can have AR. How's your business knowledge? What's AR, Zach?
I got nothing for you on AR.
What?
What is that?
We're going to teach you.
Okay, sweet.
AR, accounts receivable.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So AR is your accounts receivable. So you could have a whole lot of money that people owe you. But if you got to pay the electric bill, cash is king. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
If we're going to if we need to do payroll tomorrow, it doesn't matter how many people owe us money. Yeah. Right? Our employees want their paychecks.
Yep, absolutely. That makes sense.
So cash flow, right? Great use of AI is analyzing some of your financial data. Yeah. I will say, don't share anything you don't want to be public.
Okay. Why is that?
There's no absolute guarantee of privacy on an AI chatbot, right?
Sure.
I mean, supposedly there is.
Yeah.
You know, it's not supposed to be shared, but just be careful.
That's good to know for people, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think it can be... That's a reality that I think is maybe lost on people who are just excited about AI and just are excited that it's really fast and quick, but then to understand, like, okay, you're still on the internet.
Right.
And the internet is historically not private.
Yeah. I'll give you one example of where it could matter, no matter what the privacy is the New York Times has sued OpenAI.
Oh, really?
I don't have all the details. I've only heard this from other people, but
Okay.
this is the example that's been given to me. I will try and repeat it as accurately as possible. It might be fake news. Here's my qualifier.
Sure.
New York Times sued OpenAI for using their data for training their models. In that New York Times data information is copyright.
Yeah.
So if you used it, you're violating New York Times copyright.
Interesting.
As part of the lawsuit, they subpoenaed all of OpenAI's records, which is every chat that's ever been put into OpenAI.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Right? So there's certainly the legal case, and maybe
Yeah.
they have to do that, right?
Sure.
And so
That's wild. That'd be so much to go through.
Wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, you just throw it in ChatGPT.
Yeah, you would just feed it that. I suppose.
Now tell us, what was skimmed from the New York Times to fill it?
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay, so, but that being said, how much privacy do we really have, and how much do you actually expect? Because we have all had conversations where then you open Facebook the next day and there's the ad about the thing you talked
1000%.
about.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a balance there. Like, do you care?
Yeah.
And can you modify? Because who has ever actually read the license agreement?
No, on the last 10 years of having like apps and nothing. Absolutely not.
No one.
No one.
I just learned this yesterday. I was at a conference. Here's a great one. And I stopped using it yesterday.
Nice.
But CapCut,
Yeah.
their new license agreement, I don't know how new, but I think it's this month, July of 25,
Okay.
now allows anyone to use anything you've ever put up there, whether you've made it live or not.
So even editing and then oh my gosh.
Yep. So
crazy.
the license agreement, including third parties, not just them to use for promotion, but they can provide your video to third parties to use as their video. So
Wild.
if you've uploaded it up there, even if you cancel your plan, anything that's ever been uploaded to CapCut, they can use, they can give to anyone to use as their content.
I'm glad I've never used CapCut.
Speaking of copyright,
Yeah.
So yes, our company no longer uses CapCut either.
Yeah.
But something to keep in mind. So we're a long way away from cash flow now.
Yeah, we've gone down a little bit of a rabbit hole.
But
Important
this is saying, important rabbit hole. But so careful with what you upload. You need to decide what you care about, privacy.
Sure.
But I will say, for me, for our business, I'm comfortable providing financial data.
Yeah.
But I'm careful about what financial data. I'm not sharing our customer database.
Yeah. Yep.
But an income statement, right? Our P&L and our balance sheet. If I mask some of the categories, I will share, or generalities. So I'll give it this way. So the prompt I have is act as a financial analyst. I'll give you my monthly revenue and expenses. You can generalize those expenses to just like utilities and payroll.
Yeah. You know what they are.
Yeah. Help me figure out what I can safely spend on marketing, for example, and explain it in plain English.
Sure.
Or maybe it's help me understand what it would take to hire a new employee.
Yeah.
Or how much more in sales do I need to do to justify a new employee?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that AI can definitely help you with that analysis.
Yeah. Those are great questions, especially for small businesses, because I mean, I feel like as I've seen people open small businesses and just talk to small business owners, it is such a grind to start and to maintain and to run your business. And a lot of the times you just end up doing that yourself. I think we maybe talked about this. You are all the roles.
You are the guy.
Yeah. And so to then,
or girl.
And so sometimes I feel like it's hard to see, can I have help? Can I just, justify this purchase or justify this employee or whatever? Do I have the cash flow for it when you're just in the daily grind of running your business? So to be able to have this outside perspective with all the information that you give it, to be able to say, like, actually, this is where you have room. This is where there's waste. Yes, you are able to. And I feel like that's just a really great tool for a business.
Yeah. I love that you brought that up because that kind of ties all three of these together.
Yeah.
Most people that I work with, if they're thinking I'm going to hire an employee and I'm going to pay them $50,000, I'm going to ask you this directly. If I'm going to pay a new employee $50,000, how much more in sales do I need to do? How much sales do I need to do to hire an employee for $50,000?
I mean, I would guess it's definitely more than $50,000.
Okay, good. That's good. But most people think I need to sell $50,000 more.
Sure.
To pay somebody $50,000. The problem is, and we talked about it in inventory, what's your cost of goods sold?
Yeah.
If it's 50%, on average, whatever, 50%, then you sell 50,000, you only have 25,000 of that employee.
Yeah.
So you need to sell 100,000.
Yeah.
If your cost of goods sold is 50,000, you need to sell 100,000 more to pay an employee 50,000.
Yeah.
You want to pay them $100,000, you got to sell 200,000. Maybe your cost of goods sold is 30%, but those are the things that ChatGPT can point out very quickly. Yeah. Or putting this in AI, like, here's what to consider.
Yeah.
That a lot of people just in their head, I'm going to do X, Y, or Z. You might not see that. To your point, like the inventory side, which ties into COGS. What if it can help you find efficiency, it might be able to make up that difference, right? Or how can I lower that cost of goods sold so I can, and then raise my sales through my email list, and then I can afford that employee by using all three of these prompts together.
Yeah, there it is.
Perfect.
I like it.
What else do you have for us today, Zach? Because we're probably way past.
I think we're way past time, but I think those are just really no-brainer. A lot of these things are things that you would hire an outside person to do for time and knowledge. Like this person has the time, this person has the knowledge to do this, so I'm going to hire them. Now we have those tools to be able to do it in an afternoon and to get really accurate information if you're putting accurate information in, which I think is. Some of these things are like a no-brainer, which I think this is a sweet spot like for small businesses. These email list things, these cash flow things, analyze this part of my business, look at this from an outside perspective and tell me where there's waste. Like those are things that you as a small business owner can just reach for almost immediately and get information you want internally, which I think just saves time, saves money, probably makes you money if you implement those things. So some of them I feel like are a no-brainer.
Absolutely. Of course, as we said, you're wearing so many hats. You got to take a little bit of time to work on your business.
Yeah. Yep.
And not just in it if you're going to be successful.
Absolutely.
We can do that. Perfect. Well, thanks for joining us again today, Zach.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you next week.
Sweet. See ya.